When we look at the Gospels, we see so many different accounts of miracles. Jesus performing so many different sorts of miracles, walking on the water, healing, performing exorcisms, and feeding large numbers of people with small amounts of food. And what we find is that all of these miracles cluster around Jesus, and none of his opponents could ever deny that he performed miracles. In fact, what we find in the 2nd century is there's a skeptic called Celsus who is attributing Jesus' miracles to bad powers. That's what people did in Jesus' own lifetime. They said he's doing it by the bad forces that he's using. And so not even his opponents were denying that he performed miracles. And then you find with Jesus there is this supreme miracle, the fact that he came back from the dead, he rose again. And we see so many different accounts of that. We've got 4 Gospels, all of them reporting that the tomb is empty, but also the Gospels plus 1 Corinthians tell us of so many different sightings up close of Jesus risen from the dead. Individuals, groups up to 500, men, women, morning, evening, by prior appointment, without prior appointment, in the south in Jerusalem and up north in Galilee, indoors, outdoors, on a hill, by a lake. All of these different accounts, they can't all come from just a small number of people. It's because lots of people saw him risen from the dead. And it's not just that. It's the fact that the body's missing, loads of people see him risen from the dead. You might explain the body missing by some people stealing it. That won't explain lots of people saying they've seen Jesus risen from the dead. But it doesn't just happen to someone random. It happens to someone who is from this remarkable people group who's got all these prophecies about him that work. For instance, it says there will be a ruler born in Bethlehem. That's where Jesus was born. But we also find that he has the most amazing stories and the most amazing sayings. He's the first person ever in history to say, love your enemy, or to give the positive golden rule, do unto others what you'd have them do to you. So all of those things cluster around Jesus, and they can't be made up. Jesus isn't a character you could make up. Those miracles are real. You might say, well, people are primitive back then, and they would just believe anything. No, they weren't. There were skeptics back then too. But everyone knew it was undeniable that Jesus performed miracles, and he rose from the dead.